So, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. So we have a bit of a Mira special today, in that I'm joined by the winners of our 2025 30 under 30 awards, and Lucy, Sophie, Joe, and Jake were all from Mira, and you were all winners last year. So to kick off, can you just give me a bit of an introduction to yourselves and what your role in the company is? So, Jake, I'm picking on you first. So yeah, let us know what your job role is and an overview of Myra and how long you've been in the business.
Yeah, sure. So I've been with the company for 10 years now. I started off as an apprentice. I currently look after our manufacturing engineering team. So we respond to process-related call-outs. We look after documentation for how to build our products and how to test our products. And we're constantly on the lookout for any continuous improvement, CI opportunities across our manufacturing sites.
But your job's quite for those watching this. I was quite fortunate to visit the Mira factory recently, and Jake took me around on a factory tour. So I've seen the nuts and bolts of this, and it is incredibly complex, and it's a fascinating setup that you have there. But you came in as an apprentice, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So were you at college and was it day release or?
Yeah, so I started when I was just 16 years old, straight out of school. We send our apprentices to college for a whole year to a specialist engineering college over in Gloucester, which is near our factory in Cheltenham. And so that's the whole first year. We then bring them on site. So I got the opportunity to do placements all over the business. So just kind of 2 or 3 weeks in pretty much every single department, which was cool. It means I got to meet loads of people, kind of see what they do, before I then got taken on permanently. And I've worked my way through a couple of different roles with the company, and through that I've been fortunate as well that the company's put me through education. So I studied my HNC, my HND, and then eventually a couple of years ago I finished my degree as well.
Wow. And how long have you been with Myra now?
10 years nearly.
Wow,
10 years this year.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Lucy, coming to you then, what's your role in Myra?
Yeah, so there's a bit of a running theme in terms of how long people have been with the business, because I started 2017. I did my my year in industry, so just shy of 10 years. So yeah, I started as a year in industry student, and then I was lucky enough to be sponsored to come back after I finished my degree within marketing. So I've been in the marketing team through lots of different aspects, and currently I am a market analyst in the channel marketing team, so specifically focusing on specifications, so whether that's new build, commercial, social housing. I look after kind of that market sector and how we support from a marketing perspective.
Well, so both of you have been in the business for quite some time, really.
Yeah, it was quite nice because I know Jake quite well, and to be honest, I know everyone. So when we all got nominated, it was fantastic for it to be this group of people.
Oh, that's lovely. And Sophie, what about you?
So not quite as long as Lucy and Jake, or Joe, but just coming up to 4 years that I've been with Cola Myra. I actually trained, so I work in the finance team as a senior finance business partner supporting the sales team. So anything commercial related, so customer terms and forecasting, and then we're basically looking at investments and different promotions that we want to run and calculating the return on investments for those. I actually trained in practice, so a small accountancy firm for this. So when I joined Myra, it was quite a big change, but fortunately one for the better. So yeah, enjoying it. It's good.
So you're very much a numbers girl.
Yes. Yeah. For my sins, yes.
And Joe, coming to you, what's your role in the company?
Yeah, so my role, so I'm a buyer within our purchasing department. So my role is a part of the purchasing team, so sourcing and buying all the components that make up our showers. So I've been with Mira coming up to 7 years now, which seems crazy, but I also joined through the apprenticeship scheme. But I actually came through our business apprenticeship. So different to our engineering, which is Jake went through. But I did 2 years of college, which was 1 day a week out. But yeah, the business apprentice actually rotated around supply chain and marketing. So yeah, it was a slightly different apprenticeship, which is probably more mainstream now than it was, 7 years ago. But yeah, that kind of led me to go into a supply chain operations role. So yeah, I'm now in purchasing.
Wow. And what does your job mean? I mean, all of your job roles are very fancy. They really are. But are you a supply chain specialist, Joe? Is that right?
Yeah, so basically my job is to talk to all of our suppliers, make sure that the parts that we are buying come in on time, they are the right quality, when are they coming in? Basically the start of the supply chain to how they get put into our showers. That is my main role really. So
It sounds like
anytime
a
there's an
spreadsheet
issue,
hell.
yeah, yeah, you could say that. It's mainly lots of interactions with suppliers and managing suppliers really.
Right. Yes, it sounds extraordinarily complicated. And how long have you been with the company then?
This is my 7th year.
7.
Yeah.
Wow, you've all been there quite a long time, really. So Joe, Jake, you were apprentices. That's how you came into the business. Lucy, how did you come into it? Because I don't think anyone ever thinks, oh, I want to go and work in bathrooms. But,
Yeah.
but there's so many opportunities that I think that's what we're trying to prove here.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I was a year in industry student. So I did 2 years at uni in Bristol, and then was looking for a sandwich year to do a year in the real world, in the world of work. So I'm from Worcester and was in uni in Bristol. So Cheltenham is where we're based. So it kind of, to be honest, it was by chance that it just so happened it was in an ideal location for me, and would give me a really good experience from a marketing perspective. So I kind of fell into it, and then have ended up here ever since, just down to the amount of different experiences and sectors and product categories that we've got within our company. There's huge amounts of opportunity to learn and develop.
Yeah. And Sophie, was your career path set out at an early age, or did you fall into this accidentally?
Yeah, I would say that I fell into it too. I did do maths and accountancy at A level, and then I basically went to get a little job through the summer between first and second year, and managed to speak to an accountancy firm, and they basically said that they were willing to, once I'd finished college, put me through my chartered accountancy exam. So I ended up working for them, got qualified through them, and then a friend actually informed me of a vacancy within Mira. I knew through them what brilliant company it is to work for and all the opportunities that they are able to offer. So went for the role, and yeah, haven't regretted it. So yeah, it's been really good.
Oh, that's really, really, really good to hear. And so for the 30 under 30 awards, did you all know that you were being nominated last year? No, was it a surprise?
It was a massive surprise, I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so pleased. So how did you find out, Jake?
So I got a slightly different story to everyone else. I was on our managing director, a lady called Emma, put in some time with us. It's very ominous. We didn't quite know what it was on about. Sadly, I was on holiday the week that she booked it in for. So then my director, a chap called Jeff, pulled me into his office. So again, very ominous, a little bit scary. And he kind of gave me the news and the fact that we'd won it. And it was, like I said, a massive shock, because I don't think any of us knew that we'd been put up for it, let alone go on to win it.
Really? So none of you knew that you'd been nominated? No, you just had this call to the office where you thought, oh
Yeah.
my God, what have I done?
Yeah,
Luckily-
our managing director, we're like,
Yeah. Luckily, all four of us were on the invites. Was like, it can't be anything too bad.
Oh, right. So you all
But,
called in at the same time. Were you just told
Yeah.
at that point that you'd been nominated, or were you told that you'd actually won?
Yeah, we were told we were nominated and had won it in the same meeting. So,
Oh, yeah.
very
And
nice surprise.
did you all make it to the ceremony? I remember seeing you, Jake. I don't, Joe, I'm sure you were there as well, were you? Lucy, did you make it?
Yeah, all four of us were there,
You're
which
all,
was
you're all
lovely,
four.
actually.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. There were so many faces as certificates were being given out.
no, absolutely. Yeah, it was
But did
great how
you?
many people were there, actually. It was a lovely atmosphere.
Yeah. Did you all enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, brilliant.
And what's happened since then? Obviously, now you realise that you're highly valued within the company. You clearly all love working for Mira. I mean, the process of being nominated for the awards was actually pretty competitive. So, I mean, you all did really well to get nominated and then obviously to win. So how do you feel about, I mean, what's the big thing that's happened since winning? Have you been recognised anywhere else within the company? Do you think it's helped with your career path? Oh, let's go to Jake. Sorry, I'm just putting that
Okay.
general. Jake, I'm picking on you again.
Yeah, I think so. It was, I guess, from a company perspective, it's really cool that we get recognised as a business having some talent. Also, there was a bunch of social media posts around LinkedIn and all our different feeds. So yeah, again, raising the profile of the company, but then yeah, raising the profile of us was quite cool because Mira is a relatively large organisation, so kind of getting recognition. We got a few pats on the back from people around, just kind of walking through the corridor. And yeah, like you say, it's just nice to be recognised, and hopefully it does kind of go on to serve us well in our later career.
Yeah. And Lisa, would you agree that since winning, that's, the recognition within the company has only been a good thing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just been a really nice talking point with people. A conversation starter, and because of the social media posts, and we had sort of internal communication around it. Everyone within the business knew, and our faces were kind of plastered everywhere, which I don't know how I feel about it, but it was quite nice in the end. But even from a customer perspective, I'd go to customer meetings and that's what they'd bring up to start with. Oh, great, I saw about your awards. So actually not even just internal, but externally, it was a really nice talking point.
Oh, that's amazing. And Joe, was it the same for you? Did you have some embarrassing, I know who you are now?
Yeah, so ironically, so because Jake and I are operations based, I think it was the day after, Jake will remind me, but when we came back from the evening, there was a local operations team brief. So our ops director will do kind of every 2 months, where are we, what's happening in the business. And I think, Jake, we might have sat next to each other, I can't remember, but I think we said to each other that our faces are going to be on here, and of course it's in a room with all of the the guys on the shop floor, anyone and everyone in operations and supply chain. So yeah, when it came up on the screen, it was kind of that red face moment. Then everyone turns around and starts looking at you. But yeah, no, same as the guys have said, it's just really nice to be recognised, and similar to Lucy. So externally, because it's all on the social medias and LinkedIn, for example, I've actually had suppliers when I've seen them after, especially suppliers I've had a good relationship with. They've mentioned it as well. So yeah, it just feels nice to be recognised.
Oh, it's lovely. And Sophie, what about you? I mean, I don't know how wide a finance kind of network spreads really, but did you get any post congratulations from the team?
Yeah, I definitely did. And from my business partners too. So other people working in other departments within the organisation. So yeah, really nice to be recognised.
Yeah, no,
I
it
think
really
the
is.
other cool thing about it was that, so I know Joe quite well. We did the apprenticeship together, and we worked together every day working in operations. And kind of like I loosely knew Lucy, but I've never really had the chance to meet Sophie before. And I think it's been quite cool to be able to build those connections across departments, even within our company as well. So yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the things about such a large company, isn't it? It's difficult sometimes to connect with different departments, isn't it?
Mm.
So let's wrap up then. So you're obviously all really enjoying where you're working, which is fabulous to hear. So I just wanted to know what your favourite part of your job is. I'll come to you first, Sophie, if that's all right.
Ooh.
It doesn't have to be one
I
thing,
think-
it can be several.
I think the variety of things that I'm able to get involved with. So modeling different scenarios of different initiatives that we have within the business, kind of the future looking element of my role is really interesting, I think. And then just, I think working for a brilliant company, there's a great culture here at Mira, where it does feel like a team, that we're all working on the same side. And yeah, just really nice atmosphere. So I'd say that.
Yeah. What about you, Joe?
Oh, similar to Sophie's really. I think for me it's that even since the day I joined to even now, it certainly feels that everyone is so supportive of each other. And I think for me and kind of what I do in my role, through operations and supply chain, everyone has to do their jobs effectively for the same outcome. Whether you're working on production or your continuous improvement, or you work in marketing, or you're anywhere, everyone kind of really has to do their job, and everyone supports each other to do that. And it's that kind of, it's almost a bit cringe to say, but it's that kind of family feel as well. So for me, it's really that feeling comfortable where you work.
Yeah. And you, Lucy?
I think for me, within my role, the market and legislation has such an impact in what I do. And I love being at Mira, where we listen to that market, we listen to the feedback, and we're truly innovative as a business. And to have such a involvement in how we do that and how we develop, and ultimately we want the best for our end customers, whoever that is. I love the fact that we are willing to take risks and innovate and ultimately be on the leading edge of the bathroom industry. So it's just a really exciting role to be in, as well as business as well.
It's so lovely to hear all of this. I mean, it's such a plug for people to come into the bathroom industry, and companies like Mira. It's fabulous. And what about you, Jake? What's your favourite? I've seen your oh no little spots on the floor.
Yeah, so I think the thing I like is just the breadth of stuff we get to look at. Like you obviously made the joke at the start, Lisa, that who would want to go into the bathroom industry or the showering industry? And I must admit, I was a little bit like that when I first kind of heard about the company and applied for the apprenticeship. But it has been kind of eye-opening. In 10 years, I've probably done about 4 or 5 different roles and seen loads of different parts of the business. And the cool thing about Mira is that, yes, we're a relatively large organisation, we're the industry leader in the UK, but we operate majority out of one site, and we own the process right from the start. So we've got a stone's throw away is our new product development team who are working on these innovative products. And if we have issues with current products, we can just go and talk to the people who designed it. And equally, we've got finance, customer services, marketing, sales, all on this one site. And it means that decision making is really quick. Decision making is really easy because we know exactly who to go to. And it just makes life much, much easier, I think.
Yeah, I think when I came to visit the factory, that was one thing that really hit me, was that everything is on that site. The efficiencies that must bring must be immense, really. Oh, lovely. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much for spending the time to talk to us and explain a little bit about your role and winning the 30 under 30 and how it's impacted you. It's really encouraging, and hopefully videos like this, little calls like this, will encourage other people to come into the bathroom sector, because there's such a breadth of different roles that are available. And from my point of view, I think it's such a friendly, supportive industry, and it's one on its own, I really think. So yeah, so thank you very much. Hope you all have a lovely day, and hopefully we'll see you at one of our events soon. We'd love to see you in person again.
Thank you so much.
Cheers,
Thanks for your
thank you.
time.
All right, bye now.
See you later. Bye.
Cheers, bye.